I was from Highland Park High. One of the other guys was from Central. There was a gentleman by the name of Paul Merritt.
So you, Paul Merritt, Willie Norris.
Right. When we first started and we auditioned for Mike himself, he was over on Linwood and McGraw. And we went over there because we met him through George McGregor.
Mike Hanks, what a guy.
Yeah, he was, how can I put it? He and Cody Black, who else was in there? Rudy Robinson, the organ player. In those days, most of the groups didn't sing, didn't have a lot of music and things. And the instrumentation was just for accent. That's where we worked it. And a lot of the background arrangements I did.
Where did you record those first two?
All of this D-Town stuff was done at the Pig Pen. And we would sing in the bathroom. I never sang lead. On I Want to Tell My Baby, that was Willie Norris.
My Lover Come Back?
There was two singers on that one, Willie and Dennis.
Because Mike had he used to manage the Webwood as well.
Right.
Did you used to do the Webwood?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You only had the two, didn't you? The Mexican Love Song and You're Sweet.
Oh, yeah. That was written by the group itself. Dennis Gilmore did the majority of the writing on that. And the rest of us kind of kicked in. Mexican Love Song, the same with that. Dennis did a lot of the writing on that.
I think that was probably more of a hit for you.
The other side was more popular. So.
You're Sweet.
You're sweet, so sweet to me. Oh, yes you are, girl. You're sweet, so sweet to me. Yes, you're my heart, girl. You just don't know how it makes me feel to know your love is always real. You just don't know how it makes me feel. You're sweet, so sweet.
Why did you leave?
D-Time?
Yeah.
Basically, hey, we might be able to do something because we won't be second fiddle kind of thing. That's when we went over to Wingate. So we were with Wingate for a while.
On
And
Davison?
then, right.
Did you record anything for him?
No. We did a lot of background work while we were there for a lot of different people. I mean, even when we were at Cedar, we did the background for the Four.
Fantastic Four?
Right. We would do some background stuff with them. We would fill in things. Every artist that was there, we did things for one another. Edwin Starr, we did the background for Edwin Starr. And then Motown bought him out. And that's when we left.
The hustling, bustling, busy streets of Harlem, where I was born and reared in poverty. The tenement house where I live was old and shabby and mighty.
So we went over there.
To Sidra.
Right.
You just heard that they were setting up.
Matter of fact, they were here in Highland Park at one point.
Who were the guys that you knew? Mr. Brown?
You're right. Joe Brown and Joe Casey. One was a Southern guy, white. Joe Casey, he had owned a plumbing company. Joe Brown owned a laundromat, a string of laundromats. And the other guy was Ray Jackson. Ray was into, I think how can I put it? Just basically an entrepreneur type guy. At one point was doing a lot of like real estate and brokerage things, I was living on a street called Buena Vista at that time. And, but
you used to see Don over there?
Oh, yeah. Well, like I say, we hired Don for a lot of different sessions. Don, Mike Terry, they were like freelancing. It was right on Woodward and Buena Vista. It was upstairs. When you first came upstairs, there was a little office space, reception area, and he had a little glass thing, and then right behind that was the studio.
Did you record anything in that room?
Yeah, Mr. Casey, his two kids were
Ronnie
his
and
first.
Robin?
Right, those were his kids, and we had to audition through Ronnie.
So I guess he launched that label, really.
Exactly. We stayed with them, and then they moved over on Wyoming and got that building.
Your record come out on a label called Drew. Do you know why they called it Drew?
I have absolutely no idea. I think it's after somebody's kid. Such a Misery was the A-side. They said, hey, man, you guys need a record. And I sat down and I just, like I said, I would get up in the middle of the night and wake up and, yeah, that should be that, and write it. I wrote that in about, I was up for a few hours.
Said goodbye. I was so sad. I couldn't even cry. But now I see that you really
There's another cut of that.
Right. That was that Such Misery was cut at D-Town. That wasn't cut at Cedra. See, what had happened was this. The Precisions, when I first met them, Arthur Ashford, they were over at D-Town with Mike Hanks, where Lee Rogers were. Then they left there, and they came over to Cedra. But the Such Misery was not cut there. What happened was this: when they left, because there was an argument between Mike Hanks and Joe Brown, they cut Such Misery at the Pig Pen. That was in 1966. And White Girl didn't come out to 1967. Cedra had, they merged with, I'm trying to think, one guy's name was Larry Lake. The other one was Johnny Powers, and they had a pressing plant in New Haven, Michigan.
The Sound Incorporated?
Sound Incorporated. That was Johnny Powers, and that's where the connection came between Sound Incorporated and Cedra. They had a pressing facility. They had 26 presses up. They merged together. And then something happened and they split up. They folded after White Girl. There was a problem with it. They were bootlegging.
What, Sound Incorporated?
Sound Incorporated was bootlegging.
I want to love. Tell me what I should do, and I'll do what I must, just to keep our love true. Because what I want is a love I can feel, and what I want is a love that's for real. What I want, feel that what I want, I don't always get.
That What I Want was also released with a different flip side called Sugar Ain't Sweet.
Mm-hmm. I've heard stories, but as far as what happened?
Billy Prince now.
Right. He took the place of Willie. He went into the service, and Paul, for whatever reasons, dropped out. I think it was because he felt that I was taking over, which was actually what was happening.
With there being 5 of you, the obvious comparison is The Temptations.
Right.
And is that what you modelled yourself on?
Oh, yeah, we were all friends.
Yeah, with the Temptations.
They used to come by the house. I would go by there. A lot of times they would get mad at us when we would do shows together. Like, man, you singing our song, and we would, they're up-tempo stuff, and they didn't like that very much. I mean, every little nook and cranny studio was trying to come up with something, that sounded like whatever Motown was doing. They were the leaders, let's face it. It was over in Canada quite a bit. I remember they had a little club called the Hawk's Nest on Young Street. It was an upstairs club, and we were there. Shoot, we were like regulars. We would go there when we couldn't get a gig anyplace else, and we would go over there. And matter of fact, we even had a permanent apartment at one point. Yeah.
It's so crowded in here, and so much noise. If we could just go somewhere.
I know a place. You said you'd go if I knew somewhere that we can be alone. To talk about our future, a place that no one knows, a place that no one goes, a place the two of us could make our heaven. The way that you look at me now, I know I can find a place. The way that you look at me now, I know I can find a place.
Gina Washington.
He had a connection with Drew and Sidra. He had a record out on his own label, Wig. He had a wig shop.
Yeah, we did the background for him. I mean, you just helped out a buddy. Yeah, it was emphasis on money, but it was like, I'm going to help you. And then when it's my turn, you help me.
So then you had a place and Never Let Go.
When the Atlantic record thing was being, and we went on to ACO, and that's when we died.